If you're retiring early because of a disability, or if you know someone who is, you need to check this video out. If you file for the wrong benefit now, it could cost you thousands of dollars for the rest of your life. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Devin, and on this channel, I make retirement planning easy to understand. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you won't miss anything. YouTube is massive now, and everyone watching ought to hit that like button. Not long ago, a client came to my office and told me that he was going to have to retire earlier than we'd planned for. What started out as a simple tick bite, what seemed simple at least, was confirmed later as Lyme disease, and then that manifested itself into multiple debilitating symptoms. This was really sad for this guy because he loved his work. He had built a very successful business from the ground up, and he'd never had any plans to completely stop working. But life threw him a curveball, and he finally had to admit that he just couldn't do it anymore. So he completely turned the business over to his son, and he was getting all of his stuff in order before he left the country for some special treatments in Europe. He said, "Devin, I know my plan was to file for Social Security at my full retirement age, and I never thought I'd be doing this at 62, but there's just too much uncertainty now, so I'm going to go ahead and file for benefits early." And I did understand where he was coming from. Life had changed, and with that, the plan we'd built needed to adapt. But he was overlooking something that was really important. He didn't need to file for retirement benefits. He needed to file for disability benefits. Now, when I suggested this, he looked at me with some obvious skepticism. He was really proud of what he'd accomplished, and he didn't view himself as disabled, just temporarily sick. He was pretty sure that he'd be able to go out of the country for a while and then within a year be back at work. But at the same time, he was making a near irrevocable decision with his Social Security. This wasn't the first time a situation like this had come up either. I'd walked this road already with other clients, and I told that client that day what I'm about to tell you now. First, please understand that Social Security disability is not welfare. This is often the first hump that people have to get over when they're thinking about filing for disability. Hard workers who take pride in the work they do can have a hard time filing for disability. They may say it's because of the trouble you have to go through or all the paperwork it requires, but the fact is many of them are just embarrassed. And you can't really blame them either. There's a stigma on disability benefits. For some reason, it's viewed by many as being the same as welfare or some sort of welfare, probably because of the much reported abuses in the system. But consider this, the same taxes that pay for your Social Security retirement benefit also pay for your disability benefit. If one is welfare, so is the other. The fact is, though, neither of these programs are anywhere close to welfare. You pay taxes for the duration of your working career for access to whichever program met your needs when you stopped working. The second thing is, why would you voluntarily receive 30% less? A disability payment is going to be higher than what you'd receive if you filed for early Social Security retirement benefits. Depending on your full retirement age, your Social Security benefit at age 62 is going to be around 70 to 75% of your full retirement age benefit. Your disability benefit is 100% of your full retirement age benefit. Here's an example. Assume your Social Security benefit at age 67 is $2,000. At age 62, you get in a car accident and you can't return to work. If you file for retirement benefits, your monthly amount would be about $1,400 for the rest of your life. But if you file for disability, you'd receive the full $2,000 per month. Now, if we assume a life expectancy of 85 and then we add in some cost of living adjustments, that would be a difference of $219,000 in your lifetime benefit payments. And that's not even calculating how it would affect your Social Security survivor benefits if you died before your spouse. So there's no question that it is more work to get disability benefits. The process of applying for retirement benefits takes about 15 minutes. The process to apply for and eventually receive disability benefits could take several months. But with such big differences in payment amounts, I'd say it's probably worth the trouble. In just a second, though, I'm going to give you a resource that's going to help to grease the skids a little bit and cut down on some of the frustration if you decide to file for Social Security disability. The next thing is that age is on your side. We've all heard the stories about how difficult it is to qualify for Social Security disability. But the good news is that it's often easier to get approved if you're older. For applicants past the age of 60, the Social Security Administration has some age-specific rules when it evaluates your disability claim. If the administration looks at your application and decides that your condition doesn't meet one of their disability listings, then they'll refer to a separate set of rules they call the grid to decide if you are disabled. Now, I don't want to get into the conversation in this video about the grid and some of those special rules. Just know that the rules are relaxed for someone who is over 60. Despite this, though, you should still be prepared for some frustration if you go this route. The process is not easy to understand, and unfortunately, it is designed to discourage instead of encourage applying for disability benefits. The takeaway from this is the same as most other Social Security situations. Know your options. If you file for disability and are declined, and most people are, by the way, hire an attorney or advocate who specializes in this work. These statistics strongly suggest that your chances of approval will increase substantially if you have help at this step. But please, I'm begging you, don't just hire anyone. I've seen some real yahoos out there that do divorces, bankruptcies, ambulance chasing, and we do Social Security disability as well. They do it all. And this is where I want to help you, not directly helping you, but I want to get you connected with a pro. In the description below, there's a link where you can find help to navigate this system. If you fill out the short questionnaire there, you'll get a free disability benefit evaluation. And it is short. I think it's 11 simple questions, and they're yes/no questions, no essay questions. Once you get through this questionnaire, you'll get paired up with someone who specializes in Social Security disability, and you'll greatly improve your odds of getting through this system. And if you're on a mobile device, just click the arrow on the right side to reveal the description box so you can see that link too. One thing you may want to consider is filing for both retirement and disability benefits at the same time. Now, you can't receive both benefits at the same time, but if you've had to leave work because of a disability, you may need the income that a retirement payment could provide immediately. And since disability benefits can take a while to get approved, your retirement benefit would be paying you while you wait. And then once your disability benefit was approved, your payment would step up to the higher amount. But before you do this, you may want to talk to someone and find out what your chances are of getting approved for benefits. Because if you don't qualify for disability and you filed for retirement benefits, you could be stuck with that lower retirement benefit for the rest of your life. And you don't want that. So I hope this video is helpful for you and that you're able to get out there and get those benefits that you've paid into and you deserve. Be sure to use that link in the description. Find you a pro, get paired up with someone who can cut through this red tape and make it efficient. You don't have to do this alone. Well, thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day.